Hey everyone, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And if you haven't, it's a good time to, get your energies in with ours. We've got a great group and we're all really supportive of each other. You guys look out for me. And yeah, I'm just happy to get the messages out. And I know that I sometimes mess up on dates, but I'm thinking that that's meant to be. So if you ever see any repeating dates, things like that, I almost feel like it's just another way to get the message out to someone's particularly. So yeah, let's just see what happens. We'll go with it, right? But yes, thank you all for checking in. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, so we're full speed ahead, 2021. We've got a new moon coming up. We'll feel the energy starting, next Monday. I believe it goes completely full on the 12th. So yeah, it's a good time to plant seeds. I'll talk about it more as we get closer to it. But yeah, think about things that you're going to want to manifest over the next 2 weeks, big or small. And we're getting closer and closer to a true solar year, which starts in, February for Pisces season. So, look at that as another new year for yourself. And then once it hits your birthday, again. So there's a lot of times to work with the energy that's happening in the cosmos. So I'll, mention things here and there to, help out. So, all right. Let's see what the messages are for the 5th and 6th. Okay. All right, we'll start there. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. That is Aries energy, fire sign energy. That is considered the divine masculine in the tarot. Followed by the Ace of Swords. So there is a situation where there's dynamic energy. This is that been there, done that, I'll go for it. My way or the highway, I know what I want. And I feel like it's coming up with the Ace of Swords, as clarity of thought. Like you know exactly where you're going in your mind. So when you think about things, you're manifesting it into your reality. Thoughts become things. Thoughts become actions. Your thoughts will guide you in a particular direction. So with Aries energy, it's very, what is it? It's like you're taking responsibility for yourself, for your life. You have ambition. You can take the initiative. So I feel like that's a really powerful place to be in January because that will set the tone for the rest of the year. You're not relying on anyone else but your own power. However, it doesn't mean you won't accept help. You will. But you get to decide if that will work for you or not. And anything that in the past has caused you heartache, you're cutting it out of your life. Notice this Queen of Swords, her back is to the Three of Swords. So she's over it. you've taken charge of your life and you say, okay, no more. I want to move away from this Three of Swords energy. And you're going towards what it is that you love, what it is that feeds your heart, your soul. Here we have another manifestation card with a Magician. This is how you communicate, right? This has a lot to do with this Ace of Swords. Clear communication. You see the past as it is. You're not allowing yourself to be manipulated in any way because you see everything clearly. All right, so let's get into these energies, and they've come out in a particular way, so I am going to look at them in that way. So we started out with the Hangman, and that's Pisces energy. This is being able to see different perspectives. Upside down, right side up, all the way around. And the Hangman talks about, you're happy in this kind of waiting and seeing moment. It's a similar feeling to the Emperor, because see his legs, they're in a figure 4 position, and the Emperor is the number 4, so that talks about stability, foundations, hard work, being practical, setting a plan for yourself. However, this is more on a spiritual level, because yes, we have this physical world that we live in, right, with the Emperor, but there's also that other place that we go to, Pisces, where we connect in with the divine, our ancestors, spirit guides, whomever it is that you feel connected to. This is when that happens, when you're taking that pause in your life and connecting in to make sure that everything that you want is in alignment, right? This is straight up and down. There's no room for wishy-washiness. This is fixed. So coming into 2021, you've definitely made decisions about what works for you and what doesn't. And now it's creating the possibility to take those steps, but you kind of have to temper it a little bit. Approach it in a balanced way. So in the center, we have the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands. And this 7, my goodness, I feel like popping up in every single reading. Okay, so Pisces, your energy is very much in aligned with this Emperor energy, because the Queen of Wands is very action-oriented. She goes for what she wants. She's got that passion, that fire that lives inside of her. She has this vibrancy about the way she lives her life. And gender doesn't matter, okay? Because each card in the tarot, it reflects a certain type of energy, even if it's in the same suit. So this is not the King of Wands energy, right? It's a little bit tempered. It's not as hard. So the Queen, she has this nurturing aspect to her. She's not going to leave anyone behind. She's that opposite to that masculine energy, and yet she's still very dynamic. She knows what she wants, and she gets it. She has her little companions helping her. She's very beautiful, very attractive, using that power of attraction to call in the right people for you. And at the same time, keeping those away that aren't vibrating on your level, Pisces. This is saying, okay, I'm going to put up a boundary because this is how I want my life to be. And if you're not okay with that, you get to stay down there because I'm living up here now. And this is all energetically. This is in your mind, and it comes out in your actions. But it's not necessarily you're telling people point blank, you're getting left behind. That's not happening. It's just on an energetic level. You'll feel the distance. So what's great is there also comes the 8 of Wands. So this is a progression. It goes from the 7 to the 8. 8s are about prosperity, abundance, getting information that's creating something new. And it's happening in a balanced way with the Temperance card. It's divinely guided. Whoever it is whatever being that looks out for you, Pisces, is guiding this, is watching this. And news will come in quickly, and it will bring out that big change. So everything's happening step by step, action by action, right? It's creating your own reality with every thought. And what's going to come is this Wheel of Fortune energy. And this is big energy. This is unexpected events moving forward. This is destiny. This is progress. This is your part of fortune if you look into your astrology chart. This is where you are lucky. This is Jupiter energy. So you're changing direction from the past, where you were more at a standstill, to finally moving forward. And if I look at all of these cards, they're all singular individuals. The only one that had 2 in it is the 6 of Cups. So right now you may be operating solo for a bit. Not that you're alone, not that there's no one around you, but all of these decisions you're making for yourself and for your future. You're moving away from any past hurt that had to do with other people being in your business, being in your mind, being in your emotions, influencing you. I feel like there's a lot of people now that are a bit disenchanted with social media because, it's not making you feel good, because you see everyone else having these lives and you're like, well, wait, what about mine, right? So maybe you're distancing yourself from social media a bit so you can focus on what you want and not being pulled off course. Yeah, I think, this operating independently for now is good, because you'll know that everything that you're moving towards is because you really want it, not because anyone else is influencing you. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do one of the Shaman Oracle cards. I haven't pulled one of these in a while for you guys. So take steps, get into your creativity mode and write it out, draw it out. It's important to put things on a paper because it makes you accountable, because it's real. It's not just a thought. You've written it down. You're speaking it into existence. Whatever it is you want, big or small. Soul retrieval. That's number 49. So a 4 and a 9, that's a 13. A 1 and a 3 is a 4. Again, taking charge of your own life. The 4 is with the Emperor. Okay. So let me read this for you. Soul retrieval is a practice that helps you recover a part of yourself, your energy, your enthusiasm, or your innocence that you have lost. At first, we'll use soul retrieval to recover from our hurts and heal our childhood wounds. Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that Later, we learn to journey to recover our original nature, that self that never left the Garden of Eden, who still speaks to the rivers, to the trees, and to God. When we return to Eden, we are whole again. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. The medicine. When did you compromise what you truly believed in to be loved or accepted by someone? Think back over your life and find the time or times when this happened. Vow never to compromise your integrity again. What have you agreed to in the nature of love that you know is deeply wrong? Make it right this instant. So Pisces, we are famous for sacrificing ourselves. Okay? No more. Please, over this, over this time, over these next few days, really dig into what it is that you want. If there was no one else in the world that could tell you anything, to do, think, feel, what would you do? Where would you go? How would you live your life? And do that. Because that is why you're here. That is why you're in this body, to experience life. It's beautiful, even in its hurts. And Pisces, as the last incarnation, as the sign that's been all the other signs, it's easy to get confused and not know what's yours. So take that time to think of it. Even if it's just one thing, one small thing, write that down. And we'll bring it with us as we get to the new moon, so we can plant those seeds. Even if you just write it down and you put it in a drawer and forget about it, and then revisit it and see where your life has turned in different ways to help you get that. Even if it may not look exactly how you were thinking, it'll feel that way. Okay, Pisces. So I will see you soon. Take care.